We're talking about safety and learning and how we can create safety, but when we start to add learning, it can affect the safety that we've already built. And the reason why is that learning is never part of the comfort zone, particularly when we're talking about a young horse learning something new. Now, Parker here has been living his life large, colouring outside the lines, learning. He's been learning. There's always been an element of education, but it has never really been within any formal structure. And the reason why is because until now, he has either been physically immature or mentally immature. He is maturing, and as they mature, we need to add to their experiences. Now, he's not going to be a pasture pet. I don't want him to be a pasture pet. I want to go on fabulous trail rides and adventures with him. So this means that I have to give him the tools to be able to join me on those adventures in a way that he is willing and collaborative and has equal enjoyment. So yes, there's an element of selfishness in any coaching or training or learning that we put our horses through. But we have to balance that with how they receive that or those requests. So we have started to begin the conversation of direction, and I'm just going to play with him a little bit with it now. This isn't about creating perfect circles. This isn't about creating perfect bend. This is about having the conversation of him being able to understand my energy, my requests, and take a direction from that. So left and right. Of course, I can't guarantee you'll see what I have been talking about, which is Parker's directional reluctance on the clockwise. Obviously, I'm not going to try and recreate it if it all goes well. If it all goes well, then great. It means that we've taken a step forward, which is always good. One thing that Parker reminds me often, and that is little and often. He is maturing. Like I said the other day, he's not mature, and in a learning threshold, once you've crossed that threshold and you're into learning, so you're out of comfort zone, particularly with these guys, the Spanish Mustangs, it's little and often. They don't appreciate drilling. Good boy. They'll do a couple of circles and then turn around and say, oh, I've done it now, what? You do it. It's a bit like throwing a ball for a dog. Those dogs that look at you as if to say, well, you threw it, you go and get it. Good boy. Good boy. So he's distracted at the minute. I'm going to go over here so you can see his distraction, because look how distracted he is. What's going on? So we have somebody working in the vegetable plot polytunnel thing. See if we can get his attention. Good boy. Special boy. We love you. So what we're working on, there's two things that he struggles with that we're working on. One is stopping at distance, and one is going around the clockwise without falling in and crowding me. This isn't falling in because he is asymmetric, because we're just at a tiny walk. This is falling in for I'd say safety. So first thing we're going to do is go for a little walk. And we're going to go for a walk on the anti-clockwise because this is the most difficult for him. So I'm going to start with something really easy and just walking. I'd like him to come up into a buddy position, because obviously this is a little bit more the position when I want him to be moving around. There you go. He's already, there you go. These are his poops, so I'm going to let him sniff them. Changing my hands. And again, I'm going to get here. Good boy. Good boy. You see how, can you see him coming in on me? This is all okay. It's good information. Okay, we'll start the walk again. Good boy. Like I say, I'd like him to be a bit further up. Good boy. Oh. Good boy. Stop. Good boy. Stop. So what I'm doing now is leaving the rope to communicate with him alone. And by that I mean I'm not taking a step back which will draw him in, even though I want to create distance, but I'm allowing him to understand what this weight of this rope means when we're both just stood here. So this is a bit like ground tying, good boy, without actually me letting go of the rope. So as we go anti-clockwise, you can see that he's much more free moving. I am twirling the lead rope, but basically, as my dear friend Monica says, this is about pushing the air that pushes the horse. Good boy. Good boy. Okay, so you can see how much draw he has going anti-clockwise. Oh, little and often. And I think that's progress from the other day. And that's enough for me for now with him in this minute. So don't forget, if you want to continue exploring, there is always a accompanying article on Substack, and you can always join the Rewilding Circle, a group on Facebook, which is also part of this observation each week, mostly. So take care. Bye for now.